Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm gonna be giving you part 49 of Uchiha Naruto, the Sage. And after this, I'm gonna be giving you what if Naruto got a new bloodline. So yeah guys, stay in tune and enjoy all those lovely what ifs coming your way. I am going to do my best and try and give you 3 what if on my main channel. What if Tsunade was Naruto's mother? And also, what if Kurama gave Naruto dojutsu? And what if Naruto was trained to be a mercenary? So yeah guys, I know you all love those what ifs. So, I'm gonna be giving you them tonight on my main channel. So stay in tune and enjoy all the lovely what ifs coming your way. And if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family and be a part of the channel. And also go ahead and check out my main channel Anime King and enjoy yourself. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. So the last time we left off, Naruto faced off against Kakazu, as Naruto was winning the battle pretty easy until his body started to react again and his eyes started to bleed and he started to cough up blood. But Naruto used his special jutsu as he wiped out Kakazu, killing him. But Naruto's whole body started tensed up and he started to bleed even harder. He then felt something struck him right through his back, as it was one of Zetsu's wood spear, as it pierced right through Naruto's heart, killing him. But Naruto wasn't alarmed because this was his and Zetsu's plan. But Sasuke was pretty freaked out as he didn't know what exactly was going on. But Zetsu told Sasuke that he will explain everything to him once they get back to the hideout. So Sasuke took Yujito and they headed off. So that is the last part we left off. You guys can switch across the playlist and check it out for yourself and enjoy. So let's start this new episode. We start this a day after Naruto's battle. Yujito had woken up on the way back to the hideout, but Zetsu had given Sasuke the order to knock her out. He didn't want her to know the location of the hideout. Their way to the hideout was quiet, as Zetsu was not speaking, as he had his mind on other things than talking to Sasuke. He was worried about Naruto. As for now, he doesn't want Obito to know that Naruto is dead. But right now, he knows where Nagato is. One of his clones were watching Konan and Nagato, and it will be easy to manipulate Nagato, and once he do that, Naruto will surely be brought back to life. Failure was not an option for him. He had to do a perfect mission, like Naruto would say. Stay here, Zetsu said to Sasuke as he walked to another room in the hideout. Yujito was currently laying down, resting. Aren't you going to get her some treatment? She's badly hurt even though her wounds seem to be healing, Sasuke said as he looked at Zetsu and then looked back at Yujito, who was on the bed. She's a Jinchuriki. She will be fine, Zetsu responded. But if you want to treat her, you can with your medical kit, he said, walking out of the room. After a few minutes, Zetsu arrived back in the room that Sasuke was, as he laid Naruto's body in one of the rooms. Itachi will be arriving in 2 hours, and the two Uchihas are going to have their battle. Zetsu looked at Yujito. She was bandaged nicely and cleaned of her blood, but she still wore her torn up clothes though, as Sasuke only bandaged parts of her body that he could take a look without seeing anything private. As Zetsu smiled, Naruto would have not done something like that. He would have just taken off her clothes and cleaned her if she was something to him. As he knew that Naruto wouldn't care to see a woman naked, perhaps Sasuke is far different from Naruto, he thought. Sasuke then turned as he faced Zetsu. So, are you going to explain things? Sasuke asked in a serious tone. Naruto was dead and Zetsu need to explain things. Zetsu sighed. There is nothing to explain really, he said. Naruto will tell you himself once he wakes up. For now, just focus yourself on your upcoming battle with Itachi. Sasuke glared at Zetsu but did not do anything. How can I do that? Naruto is lying somewhere dead. I don't even know who you are and what you're going to do to his body. And all you tell me that he's only sleeping, but you and I both know that he's dead. Zetsu turned away from Sasuke. I am missing Naruto already, he said, loud enough for Sasuke to hear him. As Zetsu didn't like Sasuke, who was asking him too much questions. Why couldn't he just be like Naruto and just not talk? As Naruto was always calm, even in a bad situation, but Sasuke, he wasn't calm or relaxed one bit. Zetsu then turned as he started to walk away. Where are you going? Let us go outside, Zetsu said, walking away out of the room. Sasuke followed behind him since he had no other options. There is nothing he could do but follow Zetsu. Zetsu then turned. Itachi will be here in a few hours, he said, as he then continued to walk. They walked outside as Sasuke sat down as they were in the clearing, as Sasuke cleared his mind so he wouldn't have many things troubling him once he faced off against his brother. Zetsu remained standing with a few thoughts in his head as Naruto was planning to make the battle take place with the two Uchihas once they came back from the cloud, delivering Yujito to the Raikage. But things escalate too quickly, so right now it has to be this way. They waited silently for Itachi to appear, as it was more than 2 hours. Finally, Itachi appeared in front of the two with his calm expression on, his hand resting outside of his jacket. As he looked around expecting to see Naruto with Sasuke, but he was surprised Naruto was absent. He then looked at his younger brother as he had an angry look on his face, his fist clenched as he smiled inwardly, knowing that Sasuke has grown. Where is Naruto? Itachi finally asked, breaking the silence as he looked straight at Zetsu. Sleeping, Zetsu replied, as he turned away from them as he started walk back to the house. You will not be able to see him now, but you are welcome to settle things with Sasuke. And please don't destroy this hideout. I don't want the guests to awaken, as he was referring to Yujito. And with that, Zetsu disappeared into Naruto's room. Itachi looked at his younger brother. Hello, Sasuke, Itachi said calmly. Itachi, Sasuke replied in a whisper as he was barely containing his emotions. Rage, anger, everything was flaring up. Sadness, hatred, everything. Back in Naruto's room, Black Zetsu separated himself from White Zetsu and they became two beings. Why do I have to stay here? I also want to see Naruto get revived. There is a chance that the Rinnegan might awaken after the whole ordeal. White Zetsu complained. You have to stay here and observe the battle. You also cannot do what I can do, so you are useless in this mission. And you have to make sure that if those two destroy the hideout in their battle, Yujito is not caught in the action. Black Zetsu explained to his other half. Fine, said White Zetsu. How will you get near to Nagato? White Zetsu asked. Just go and watch the battle, Black Zetsu said. Alright, at least I am going to watch two Uchihas battle. Sometime later, Nagato and his sixth path were walking as Nagato was in his metal contraption while Conan was there as well. Obito had told them that they should all go for the next tailed beast, since Naruto was going to try and stop them. As they were all walking in silence, after a few minutes after silence, Nagato opened his mouth. This world is, as he trailed off when he sensed something behind them. Despite his many paths, he was not quick enough to react, as the black thing just appeared out of nowhere. The thing seemed to have come from underground, right under his machine walker, as it sneaked its way into his shadow, and he did not sense it until it was too late. Black Zetsu then jumped on him as he started to take over his body. As Nagato felt himself losing control, he wasn't in control anymore. As Nagato was trying to fight back but he couldn't. He was pushing hard though, until the black thing stabbed him in his stomach, making the black liquid run into his bloodstream. making him feel dizzy. And soon, he lost all control over his body. "Nagato, what is wrong?" yelled Conan, as she could see the black mass cover his entire body, his upper half, as she was worried for her friend. She did not understand what was going on, hence, she could not do anything, and all the 6 paths were just standing still. "Nagato is not available right now," Black Zetsu said in his dark tone. Conan quickly created paper shurikens all around her, as Black Zetsu smiled, and then the 6 pains turned and looked at Conan and then smiled as well. She cursed her luck. She could not possibly take on all of them. She knew everything about his weakness and his power, but this was Nagato's body. She could not fight him. She did not even understand what was going on. "Stand still and no one get hurt," Black Zetsu said. "I am just borrowing him for a moment. Who are you? What do you want?" Tendo raised his hands towards her. "Shut up. If you don't, I will be forced to take some actions towards you," he said calmly. Conan cursed again as she looked at Tendo. Zetsu then wondered, how will he get Naruto here? The poison he infected Nagato with will not last too long. And if he wasted time, Nagato will regain control over his body. And he knows that he will not get another opportunity like this. Black Zetsu then sighed as he realized that he only had one choice. "Bring Naruto to my location." Black Zetsu speak telepathically with White Zetsu, as they could communicate no matter how far they was. "Have you already possessed Nagato?" White Zetsu asked. "Yes, now hurry up and get here." "How do I get there with Naruto? I cannot travel underground with him," White Zetsu said. "Just you get here without him. I will tell you what to do." "Fine," White Zetsu said. Black Zetsu then ignored the glaring that Conan was giving him, as he waited for his other half to appear. He did not have to wait for long, as White Zetsu appeared from a tree and walked up to him as he was grinning at Conan. "What did I tell you before I left?" Black Zetsu asked, looking straight at his other half. "You told me to wait at the hideout." Black Zetsu sighed. "I told you that we were both bound to Naruto and we can summon him." "Oh," White Zetsu said, realizing what Black Zetsu had told him. "Naruto?" thought Conan, as she wondered if it was Uchiha Naruto. She was given the answer when White Zetsu ran through hand signs. "Summoning jutsu," he said, as he slammed his hand on the ground. There was a puff of smoke, and Naruto's body appeared. As Conan widened her eyes, as she looked at him, he was definitely dead. There was no mistake of it. Then if he was dead, what does that mean for the Kyuubi? And who could have killed him? The masked man insisted that he was powerful, and there was no one who could take him down, except for probably Nagato. "I am going back to make sure everything is safe at the hideout," White Zetsu said, and then disappeared. Now then, Conan then realized what was going to happen. "You want to use Nagato's eyes to revive him," she said. Upon those words leaving her mouth, all of 6 pains surrounded her. "Stay still," said Tendo. As she was right, Ryan Tensei, as Conan saw the King of Hell appeared. Channeling chakra through the King of Hell, Zetsu was able to retrieve Naruto's soul from the afterlife. A green beam shot out of the King of Hell's mouth and surrounded Naruto's corpse for a minute or two, and then it vanished. The King of Hell then disappeared. Conan waited as the green light disappeared, as she has never actually seen Nagato use that technique, as he has always used the other one to revive the other 6 paths by placing them in the King of Hell's mouth, but never has he used the Ryan Tensei. Naruto's arm then twitched as she looked at Naruto, as his eyes slowly opened, as he looked down at his arms with a blank expression on his face, as he then got up on his feet, as he then slowly looked around himself, as he turned towards Nagato. That was unwanted, an interesting experience, nevertheless, Naruto said. He was very pleased what Zetsu had done. He did not spend much time in the afterlife, and that was a good thing for him. I am glad that it went well. It would have been unpleasant if your soul was held back by something, Zetsu stated, as he was still in possession of Nagato's body. But he could feel Nagato was fighting to gain control. Nagato is fighting me for control, Zetsu stated. Leave his body. You have done your mission perfectly well, Naruto said, looking up at the sky. What is the current situation, he asked, completely ignoring Konan. Sasuke is currently fighting Itachi, but they should be done by now. And Yujito is still unconscious at the hideout, Zetsu stated. Konan was quite surprised that they were speaking so openly and she was hearing them. But it seemed like they didn't care if she could hear them or not. I did not miss much, Naruto said in a quiet tone. Zetsu then quickly left Nagato's body and rushed over to Naruto as Nagato was gaining back consciousness as Konan was ready to fight for Nagato. Go rendezvous with White Zetsu, summon me after a minute or two, Naruto said as Zetsu nodded. Are you planning to fight him here? Black Zetsu asked. No, I have no interest in a fight right now. Besides, we have to do damage control with Sasuke. He will surely be in anger after learning the truth. It is best to manage the situation before he does anything stupid. But for now, let Nagato keep on going after the tail beast and have his fun, Naruto said. You're going to allow the Jinchuriki to be taken? Before, we were not counting on this, but now we are in the position to stop him, said Black Zetsu, as he was surprised at Naruto's response. Yes, Naruto responded again to Zetsu. I have something that is better planned for them, so there is no need to save them. Zetsu nodded as he sank into the ground, as Naruto then turned his head towards Konan as he looked at her with his usual blank expression, and she was looking at him with the same blank expression that she always uses. She seemed ready for a battle as he was one of their targets, but he died, so the Kyuubi was no longer inside of him. Naruto then gained a small smirk on his face. Do you want to dance with me? He asked her. Nagato was currently trying to wrap his mind around what exactly just happened. As Konan responded, it would be foolish to allow you to leave. But the fact that you died means the Kyuubi is no longer with you. Either he died along with you, or you extracted it before your death, so you know exactly where the Kyuubi is located. Oh, Naruto said, with a small smile still on his face. Either the Kyuubi is dead or somewhere else. Well, I know the answer. Given that you cannot allow me to leave, you want to capture me so you can get the information out of me. With the Rinnegan, it can be achieved rather easily. Konan wasn't surprised that he knew about the dojutsu. If he knew that the dojutsu could read mind, then he knew about the other special ability of the Rinnegan. But to her, Nagato was unbeatable. He has never lost a battle, and this child in front of her could not beat him. But still, the fact that he was so calm, even though he knew about the Rinnegan and his power, made her quite suspicious. Or was he just arrogant? Perhaps, but he didn't seem that way. Kyuubi Jinchuriki, said Nagato in a deep voice as he recovered from everything, as he then looked at Naruto. Naruto then activated his Mangekyo Sharingan with a smile still on his face. The god of the hidden rain and the angel, will you two like to dance with me? He asked. I can feel the excitement running through my body as chakra started to swirl around him as debris started to fly. As he then stopped, but sadly, this is one dance I will have to miss. You have come to me. I will not allow you to escape here without the Kyuubi in my grasp, Nagato said as he looked at Naruto. So, you're planning to capture all the Bijus, Naruto said. Your plans, as Naruto rubbed his temple. Pain was collecting all the Bijus, but not knowing what he was doing all that for. He was just a means to an end. Pitiful, Naruto said. He could just tell Nagato the truth, But no, he didn't want that. He wanted to fight him. As much as as he never got to finish his sentence, as he just disappeared in a puff of smoke, as Nagato and Conan's eyes widened, as they looked around, as Conan then explained that the black creature said that he was going to summon Naruto back. His chakra has disappeared. He is not anywhere close to us. I can't believe I was used like that, Nagato stated. How do you think that he knew of your ability to revive the dead? Conan asked. I don't know, replied Nagato. This creates a problem. We don't know if the Kyuubi was still sealed inside of him when he died. If it was, then we will have two Bijus missing. Didn't Madara say that he knew where to get a substitute for the three tails? Conan questioned. He did, Nagato said with a nod. Back at the Uchiha hideout, Naruto has been summoned back to the hideout by Zetsu. He was summoned to the place where Sasuke and Itachi done fought. As he looked around for a moment, at least they did not destroy the hideout, as their battle was staged outside of the building. Sasuke will have to recover first, that is the first thing. As he looked around, the old place outside was destroyed. Perhaps Sasuke used his curse seal and Itachi uses Susanoo, as he always uses Susanoo as a trump card, because he was getting blind. I wanted to witness this, Naruto said silently, because he was dead, so he couldn't, and Zetsu could not record the battle because he was busy reviving him. It was quite an interesting battle, Zetsu said. So everything went according to the script, I hope, Naruto asked. Zetsu nodded, knowing what Naruto was referring to. Itachi showed it to him, with his last remaining power before dying. Naruto nodded, as now Sasuke has witnessed the truth, seen everything through a genjutsu. This is perfect, he said to himself. But guys, I'm gonna be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notification as they post it. And remember to look out for what if Naruto got a new bloodline. But for now, I'm out. Peace.